Find product links below and hundreds more videos on my channel.
Hey guys, welcome back. So this is going to be a 4-part series about this ultimate slider system, and that's because there's a lot of stuff to go over. So I'm going to try and keep it quick, but you know, there's a lot of things to talk about. So in this video, I'm going to have a sort of an overview and an explanation of why it works and how it works and why it's so damn good. In part 2, I'm going to actually stop talking or talk much less. In this video, I'm going to be talking, and so I'm going to be, demonstrating this thing, but I'm going to be talking, so I might be shaking it around a little bit and that kind of thing. So in part 3, I'm going to discuss all the different options you can go with, the different budgets you can make this thing in, the different parts I use, the different screws, connectors, tripod sliders, heads, adapters, weights, etc. And then more the technical stuff. And then in part 4 is going to be not exactly, just sort of related to this a bit, because I have this system that's so awesome. Even though it's so awesome, it's still very large and big. And so for some things, I'm still going to need a compact slider system. So I'm going to then discuss all the different parts that I put together to make a system that's very compact, easy to just put on my shoulder or throw in a suitcase, and that can fit in a suitcase, because obviously this thing won't. And so I'm going to discuss all those different things and options that you can go with for a compact slider. Now, of course, in all these videos, it's aimed at being sort of a more of a budget thing, but these are videos about the ultimate slider system, etc. So it's going to be the ultimate on a reasonable budget, not the ultimate, the most you can spend, and not the ultimate super budget, which would be, maybe whatever. It's not going to be super budget stuff. It's going to be stuff that's really good, really professional, really worth buying, but within a good price range. And so let's get to it. First of all, what the hell is this? Well, it is a slider system, which is, for me, very, very good. This is a 100cm slider with a weight it's 2 sliders put together, and they have a weight that's on one slider moving the opposite direction. And it's pretty simple to put together, fairly simple. It is a DIY thing, but I didn't have to drill any parts. I just had to find the right parts, put them together. So this thing did take me, a lot of years of testing and research and buying different sliders and then selling them so I could afford more other ones. But basically, this is a DIY option that you just have to buy the right parts, and then putting it together is fairly easy. So I've done most of that research for you, basically. And in part 3, I'm going to discuss as much of the small details as I can. So as you can see, that the reason that this weight is here is that I can go as far as I want on this super long slider with just one tripod in the middle. And what this allows me to do is it allows me to, first of all, not have 2 sliders, and second of all, be able to tilt it as much as I want and still get completely perfect shots. And now something for me that is very important with my slider stuff is that I'm always basing my slider systems around being able to work well with a fluid head. If you go and have a look at my, for example, my show reel, you'll see that you won't, at least in most of my work, you won't see a shot where the camera does this, right? You'll see shots where the camera is doing this. It's sort of following whatever I'm looking at as the slider moves. For me, that is very important, always has been. And, even since I was using really not that great sliders, it's always been important for me to actually move the head to make it follow what I want. And sometimes, even, go downwards or something, and whatever is actually needed for that shot. So for me, it is very, very important. So this thing allows me to do that at any angle, so I don't have to have the slider flat. I can tilt it, and because this thing is fighting gravity, I don't have to. The thing will still move completely smoothly, just like it would when it's flat. And then if I had two tripods at the end of this long slider, it would be stable, and it wouldn't fall over when the camera went to the side of it. Because if you have one tripod, no weight, then obviously when you move the camera to there, it's going to want to fall over. So with those 2 tripods, first of all, it's annoying to work with. I don't like that. And second of all, I wouldn't be able to easily tilt it and make it, go vertical or tilt it sideways like that. And I'll demonstrate that in a minute. And so that's the reason for this weight. And then over here, we have another weight. And what this weight does is it rotates. And as it rotates, it means that this thing is moving completely smoothly. The shots start and stop completely smoothly. without any sort of difficulty to do that. Like with a lot of sliders, it's going to be difficult to make that thing start completely smoothly like it is right here. So it's basically just starting and stopping very, very smoothly and gradually. And it continues moving very smoothly and gradually without me having to just really concentrate on keeping the slider moving like that. So for example, this thing is keeping the movement so consistent in its speed that I can just walk with it. You can't really do this with anything else. You know, without that, you just wouldn't get a shot that is moving at a consistent speed or is as smooth as this. As you can see right there, I have the Konova motor kit attached. And so that's basically, you know, completely optional. But for me, it's using a motor kit with this is awesome because I can tilt this thing as much as I want and then not have any issues with the motor needing to fight gravity. This thing with a cable, and you have this thing. So that's just, I just spun that around there. Okay, so let's tilt this and show you guys how it's tilted. First of all, as you can see, I'm not fighting gravity here. You know, it's really nice and easy to work with. So this is as far as I can tilt it right now because I'm just using a ball mount under here. So that's basically just a little Manfrotto adapter there, which allows the slider to tilt and level out. And then what's called a leveling base from Veravon right here, which then basically does a very similar thing under the head. So basically it lets me straighten out my camera again, but still be able to go up and down. And so I will be eventually having a system that allows me to tilt more than this. So I would have an actual fluid head of some sort under here, just to be able to tilt a lot and go completely vertical if I wanted to. And then under here, instead of this leveling base, which only goes this far, it won't tilt more than this. So I will have more of a system of like another head or a ball head or something that lets me tilt completely. So basically the slider could go all the way like that, and then the camera would be able to straighten out again and do the exact same thing, you know, these really great moves in all directions. So, by the way, I know a few times you guys have said, oh, I hate when you make videos in front of the mirror. I'm sorry, I don't really have another option to easily make this video and show you it, you know, because I am on a time limit. But as you can see, I can basically do whatever the hell I want, and just gives you a lot more of an ability to do those things more easily and more smoothly, and it is an absolutely amazing system. So I hope I've gone over everything that's needed for this sort of explanation of how this thing works and why it's so good. So in part 2 you'll see more examples, and part 3, like I said, more of an explanation about this. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this hasn't been too long, and check out the links below for more of those videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because there's always lots more awesome stuff coming up. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.